Hello there everyone, this is Mark 3 and welcome back to Everspace 2 as I fight against the solar storm because there's a shiny thing over here. What, you really thought I needed more reason than that to do that? Of course I would. I feel like it is kind of... Oh, that is preventing me from activating my booster as well. Ooh, that is actually kind of bad to discover, but there you go. Yes. Okay, glow thing, what are you? You mark a cave and minerals. Okay, cool. Yes, welcome back. As a recap, we are currently stuck in the Khione system. Our efforts to disable GMB have worked a bit, but sadly they are...
Oh. Spotted one of those shadow creatures. Fast little bastard. What can you tell me about them, Hive?
As far as is known, each being is a sentient colony of UV-averse polyps. What it feeds on, or how it reproduces, are two of the greatest mysteries of extraterrestrial biology.
Well, that's what we have.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Am I full? No. Okay, I was just pressing the wrong key.
Scientist for, I suppose.
This is true. Shadow creatures are kind of weird. Though I did say it then last time, I wasn't planning to actually really go ahead and do this. This also says rescue the shadow creatures. It doesn't say how many shadow creatures there are. Does the thing tell us? Shadow creatures 2. Oh. Okay, that's... You know, I might actually do that. There's one out here. Excuse me. There's one out here, but I don't know where the others are. But also of note, there is actually, I spotted it somewhere, a beacon. Out here somewhere, I don't know. I know. I'm meant to be going back fast. Oh. I think the idea is you're meant to be staying in the shadows as you move. We're meant to be getting back as fast as we can. Because home base is under attack. It turned out the elite GMB squad didn't intervene sooner. Because they were... Oh, is that it? I thought I saw a red light somewhere, but I don't know. The GB squad, apparently they've got wormhole drive, or some kind of spatial drive, which allows them to do some kind of jump, kind of like Carla's people. And they've got advanced weaponry as well, which is why they beat the colonial ship, as we saw last time as well. You know what, I'm going to leave this place. Out we go. So, they got some kind of power jump, and the only thing holding them back now is they are planning to get their mining ships freed from what we did to them. So, you know, good. But, let's head to this one now. But they are also bent on rising to be the regional power. These fringe zones, or border zones, are going to be their power base, their territory, their sovereign domain. And given how GMB is, that means they're going to exploit the hell out of everything and everyone here. And they're also going to reignite the war with the Okar because, hey, profit! We want this precious substance. Oh, Jesus, here as well.
What do you think, Kala? Any good?
No. I don't see a good place for a rip here.
It's not your fault. I'll keep looking.
This place is a mess. Also, I noticed there is a targeting marker over there. Maybe I will check this one. Continuing on though, there was actually something... Oh. This system's actually downright hostile. Recently there's been an update actually on the Steam page that they're planning to do a revamp on the ship's class.
Another Adam Roslin. R.I.P.
Oh.
Is there any other man in history who has had to see himself die so many times?
Probably not.
Your self-pity is unfounded, since you, technically, only have yourself to blame.
Thank you, hi. Yeah, apparently they're doing a pattern rework on the on some of the ships. Is it the end here? There we go. And they announced this by going on the scout, because apparently the small scout ships are all fine and dandy. But
Another me. What was I even thinking by starting this maddening butchery of myself?
An attempt to save yourself from the effects of a decaying cytotoxin and vengeance for the wrongs done to you by Seth Nobu and Admiral Kryn Gork.
Stop, Hive. I was speaking rhetorically. I'd really rather leave it all in the past.
yeah, but we get more story. But a decaying cryotoxin, so the cryo facility was basically on borrowed time because it was not being maintained properly, I guess. Anyway, yeah, the scout. Apparently, like light ships, people aren't really using them much because of how fragile they are. Like people playing the game, only like 5% of playtime is in a light ship. Total, all light ships. They're decent, fast, agile attack craft, and only 5% of the time people spending in the game, they're using the light craft. Because they are just so flimsy and fragile, they're meant to be able to dodge the hits and things, but they're just not. So, as soon as they start taking hits, they're having problems. So, the scouts, they're reworking the... I have no idea what that is. Is that maybe some kind of power relay or something? So, they're reworking the thing so that... because the scouts, well, we know how I played the scouts. I kitted out for maximum range, massive bonuses to range, and then I basically ignored the ults, which was one of the scout selling points. I didn't play it for the selling point, but it's meant to, because it can stack such a massive bonus to your hits, damage and critical hits, and all that stuff, you know. So anyway, sorry, my bad. The problem was that you dip out of cloak and then it's like, yeah, that's it, and then you just recloak and wait for it again. So it's like this jarring stop in play, because you reveal yourself, you lose your bonus, and you're suddenly highly vulnerable. So what they're currently looking at doing is they are planning to actually make it so that if you get a kill, you automatically recloak if you get the kill from the outer cloak, and that will add a couple of seconds to your cloak, up to about 20 seconds, and the idea there is that it'll let you actually chain kill lighter enemies with your cloak and your bonuses, and you'll keep your bonuses and things as well, and that's the thing of it. So honestly, yeah, I'd be quite tempted to go back to scouts when this change becomes a thing. And I'll be honest, I've stuck with the bomber because, you know, it's nice and quick, it's easy, it packs an amazing punch. The fact it doesn't need to buy ammo is a nice boon as well. Though, admittedly, since I come back after that unplanned extended break, it's like I've not been using the missiles that much. I'm mostly relying on the main gun, so I could actually take it or leave it for the most part. Take them, yep. Where are these guys even going anyway? Where are these relays even going? I don't know. So yeah, the main reason I've not been swapping out ships is actually because I've not been in a position at the end of recorded episodes to readily do it. That's why I've had the same paint job, Gas Shock Horror, for the last 3 videos. I know, it's crazy. But Fashion Space was just like randomly slamming stuff together, so I wasn't that massively attached to it towards the end of there, truth be told. So I don't mind that I'm not doing it, that I'm not randomly swapping around. Though there are still ships I've still not tried. I do kind of miss the Scout's sheer range advantage, so you know, I kind of want to do that. But at the same time, I just keep getting paranoid about losing track of where I am again in the story, you know? Or maybe it's silly of me saying that because we're so far off the beaten track anyway, it's just like, But hey, we're going to keep going, we're going to actually finish this. Oh, back at him, son. But I do like how... Is that the right one? That's the one I want to follow there. Okay, right, let's go in this way. I do like how being in a tier 4 makes you overpowered. It just means I need to actually go and do what I said and get the credits up for more Mark IV ships, because, you know, more ships better. Ooh, this. Explosive charges. Why do I need an explosive charge? You're on. I've got you, and I don't know why I've got you. I'm guessing I might need you for the next relay. What is this puzzle? Oh, hello. I find it interesting that, actually... Oh. Oh. Is that all of it? Is that all you need? I think you're missing another... Yeah, you're missing another explosive. Dang it. Well, at least now I know there's a rocket. And yes, I know, I've been waffling on for 5 minutes, but it's like, you know, doing the whole trying to organise my thoughts kind of thing, which is kind of the role that this series has kind of slotted into a little bit. Anyway. I think I'll just keep following the light. Go into the light, my son. Go into the light, yes. Where are they even going? Down here. Right. Anyway. I do keep feeling the urge, though, I must admit, to get back into a factory game. And gotta remember, industries of no, not industry time. Captain of Industry, still criminally underplayed. Well, not criminally, but you know, you get the point. Very much underplayed, but it has had its second release, and it had the thing where I said I was looking for, which is like the ability to pave things, do new roads and things. There's also new eco-tech support as well. But that game I've not gone back to because, again, I'm hesitating, but for a slightly different reason. I'm hesitating on that one because we've got this massive advanced colony going forward. Like, it's done lots of things. We've got lots of a lot of the early to mid game sorted out on it. But something I was grappling with at the end there was, I need another one. Dang it. Something I was grappling with at the end there was like, I want to just start a new map with everything I've learned and figure out. But at the same time, it's like, how long will it take me to get back to where I was, you know? So, I know it's kind of silly, but it's like, I have these conflicting thoughts and then I get paralysed and it's like, indecision, it's like, I don't know what to do. Dang it. And honestly, I'm not really glimmering towards a solution here. I'm really not. All I'm doing is droning on about my own problems. My apologies. I didn't mean to do that. But that is kind of what I do sometimes. Data socket, rig asteroid. There is... Okay. And now I'm getting kind of distracted by... I'm trying to follow the path of the sparks as I go. And I didn't mean to keep waffling on. But I have been waffling on, so I apologise. I will... Oops. I will actually go ahead and skip a bit now, because we are kind of doing the thing, and I feel like I'm not getting anywhere in the cycle. So let's just immerse myself and try not to get burned up in space. And hopefully shoot some things as well this episode, because, you know, we've got our BFG on us. We must use that at some point. It is contractually obligated. Most definitely. You know, as distracting as the sparks may be, I think that's actually kind of why they are present. Because this place is so tight and hard to get turned around it. I mean, we've had places in this game before that the rocky caverns in Kite Nebula is a sterling example, or the Swiss cheese moon. Ugh, that place. where it's easy to get turned around and lost. But if there's this kind of puzzle mechanic was there, we'd have some kind of thing to guide us. You know? Having those things has actually made it a lot easier for me to figure out where the heck I want to be going in this. Also, I was not expecting the traps, which I just happened to be on a perfect trajectory to get past. Or... there it is. Or a hidden crate either. Level 30s, yeah, but not anything amazing. There are more traps down this way though. Oh, pipe. Despite being the widest boy possible, I am just slipping past all these lasers like it's nothing. My bomber. Honestly, I am quite hopeful. Ooh, it's the explosive charge. I am hopeful with this ship rework update that they'll, you know, give more engine and cockpit parts, please, please. More engines and cockpit parts, because having only 3 each for the heavies is just like, ugh. It's awful. And yeah, I guess the heavies didn't really have many because they're meant to be like these big brawlers kind of things, like really big, really chunky. But people like to have a lot of endurance and health. That's the thing. And since these crafts are so solid, their lack of maneuverability relatively can be tolerated. You know? Certainly I don't feel like I'm sluggish, even though I know for a fact I am from my time with the scouts. I know I am really sluggish, but the thing is I can actually keep up with my control speed. Whoops. And that was a accidental BFG. I accidentally tried to blow it up the fun way and it didn't work. Also, I should, what it for? There it is. Yeah, that was a whoopsie. You saw nothing. You really didn't see anything, but yeah, that BF... I'm surprised I even survived with half health, actually, on that one. Anyway, moving on, there's an unknown here, which I've just realised because of it's showing, it means we've got some completion going on. There are hydras. And that is probably going to be a valuable shipwreck. Yeah, valuable shipwreck. Okay, what do you got? A surveyor and a baron and forcer, which did nearly 6,000 damage. Also a power core. What do I even need that for? I don't even know. Anyway, yeah, that baron. Let's see. DPS 5,900. If only this guy did some kind of shield damage. But it's a level 30. I am seriously tempted to just keep that and try to use it. Oh, hang on. 5,900. Mind you, this is a superior 7,000 kinetic DPS. I'm finding some fun guns. This is the other big draw of a big ship though. Cargo space. The bigger the ship, the more shiny loot you can have, just happily have with you until the game says, nope, you can't pick anything else up, you need to go and do something else. If there was a cargo expansion module... Oh, who am I kidding? There is a cargo expansion module. If there was a cargo expansion thing you could do to the lighter ships, like an external cargo pod, just a great, well, all ships really, but lights would benefit the most. Just increase the cargo space. That would be amazing. Put it in a secondary slot, say you're taking your weapon bay and you're replacing it with a cargo bay instead, and it increases your available cargo hold space. I would do that in a heartbeat. I would sacrifice weapon hardpoints just to get more cargo space. Then again, that might break trading even further. Like, trading is actually pretty... It's, oh, how do I put this? Okay. Games simulate economy in various ways, right? They are more simplistic and more advanced. The X series is an advanced one because supply demands. There's a wide range of prices things to do. There's all sorts of ancillary production costs and things like that, you know, that kind of thing. 100% complete. We got a level 30 disintegrator.
Each asteroid fragment at this location has been explored.
No asteroids unturned.
And a Salvor Synchropulse. Massive shield damage. But yeah, I feel like I've said this something along these lines before, but yeah, that's a complex one. Like modeling real world supply demand. The more things that need a resource, the less plentiful the supply, the higher the price goes. Yada yada. It's eventually the market forces the increasing price to meet less people being willing to meet that price, and so that is how the market reaches equilibrium. It's also what keeps happening to the current oil prices and grain prices and all that stuff, because shocks around the world keep changing the global supply and demand situation for a lot of things. Sadly.
Delia, any updates?
Those turrets will need to be connected to the power supplies manually. I'm worried G&B might be on us at any moment.
Just hang tight. I'm working on getting back to lend a hand.
Tareen, Alec, and Ghost all have their ships battle-ready. Tareen has become suddenly quite religious and is chanting some kind of prayer for victory.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, I think he rediscovered his calling with our visit to the emissary. The fate of the comet means everything to him. How are the others holding up?
Everyone is knuckling down to the tasks at hand. I think a few are looking forward to the fight ahead.
Well, that's going to be fun. Also, I should probably... No, I've got some repair effects to help, I think. Question mark? I vaguely remember. Anyway, yeah. I was talking about economy and stuff, right? Economy simulation. Let's head to this one over here next. So, this game is simple, as in the price is locked for each place. So, it doesn't really care how much you buy or how much you sell. The prices don't actually shift in this game. So all you have to do is find the location, buy at the best possible place, sell at the best possible place, and there you go. So the trade runs are static, they aren't dynamic, they aren't affected by things you do, they aren't affected by global events and things. They just like flat out buy here, sell there, that's it. And while that is, yeah, it sounds a lot lazier than a fully simulated dynamic system, it's also a hell of a lot easier to code and work with.
Hey, Kala. This must be a good spot for a rip in space, right?
I'm guessing not.
No, there's nothing there either. You have to try another place.
Boo.
Of all the times to be scouring remote locations for an astrophysical anomaly.
Yeah, but there seems to be something here. There's I see clusters of crystals near me. So yeah. Anyway, simple economy. So that's why it's like, if you need money in this game, you can get a big ship, slap a massive cargo on it, and just then fly a circuit for a while. Do it while watching some YouTube videos or something else on another screen or whatever you want to do. Just something else to hold your attention. This game is not built for trading, which is kind of, well, actually, I was going to say kind of sad, but it's not really. It's understandable completely. This game is focused on space combat. Focus on getting a full trade system would actually take away from the focus on combat, and I don't know how to get to whatever that is in there. There must be an entrance somewhere. But yeah. You just have to devote the time to it. And you'll get as many credits as you want, providing you're willing to just fly in circles for hours and just pick up and sell wherever you can. Admittedly, I used to love doing that. It's like, yay, money! And then it's like the game of Force. It's like, no, you've got to do a combat section. It's like, oh, but I'm in my freighter. This is the only ship it gives me. I'm looking at you, Freelancer, by the way. Which is why one of the reasons why I like the Dome Dray freighter in that so much. It's like really, really good cargo. Sure, its armor and weaponry and stuff wasn't the best, but it was actually, for a freighter, kind of agile, so it's more along the lines of towards a heavier fighter than a freighter, but with lots of turrets. Mind you, it could only fit, like, I think it was like class 7 guns or something like that. So, you know, it wasn't the best, but every time the game, whenever I kept playing it, whenever the game forced me off the dromedary, it's like, now I have to fly all the way back to the lane hacker's secret base and buy a new one, because you can't rebuy a ship you recently sold in that game. It's one of my few complaints about Freelancer. It's like, when the game wants you to buy a ship, it wants you to buy a ship. You've got to buy the ship, because it's literally your quest objective. There's nothing else you can do. And no matter what happens, whenever you fly into Bretonnia, Marcus is going to say, what is that heap of junk you flew in on? Even if it is the beloved and beautiful dromedary, or dromedary, or however you want to pronounce it. It is one of the best ships in the game for a freighter. Massive cargo space, agile, powerful. And he calls it a hunk of junk and insists you buy a low-tier Bretonnian freighter, which is way, way weaker. If I sound resentful, it is because I am. It is extremely... It was extremely aggravating. And I'm a guy that doesn't really get aggravated very easily, remember? How am I meant to... oh, can I just grab you? Oh no, I can fit. I say as my wings get stuck. Come on, let my wide frame through, thank you. Right. Grab... Anyway, yeah, sorry. That was waffling on about random things. I was like, sometimes I just need to go burble. Sorry. I seem to be doing that a lot this episode. Then again, content, yes? I'm chilling out and having fun. End of the day, that's the goal, that's the victory. Okay, you need to go in here. Oops. Are you the ancient secret though? Because I know there's repair crystals out there. I was going to say there doesn't seem to be a counterpoint for that, but yeah, I just had to spin it to get it in place. So now what's going on? Oh wait, is this powered up the... Ah, the mystical ancient lenses that break as soon as you use them. Ah yes. And that's the next one, I think, right over there. Okay. Come on. Let's do your purpose. I still think it's silly how these things break after use. You'd think they just reset, but no. As you look at that. Bonk. Game doesn't really care. Oh, there's actually 2 ancient lenses on this one. Okay. Both of them can hit that one. Is there a soft lock here? Though that said, both lenses are kind of in the same place, so I'm guessing not. They wouldn't do that. So I'm guessing these things are indeed exactly as single use as I expected them to be. Unless I've used them multiple times before and I'm just forgetting. But I don't know about that. I do feel that they are... I feel that there's exactly a single use as I've been wondering about and regretting on behalf of their builders in ancient times. For quite a while. Oh no, you're a jar! I'm sorry, I thought you were actually a lens. A jar is slightly more useful. Thank you. I get rare particles. Yay! Ta-da! We have another jar. Honestly, when I start waffling this, I feel like I'm in some kind of silly mood or something. So normally I'd just like keep to myself so much. It's just like... Hi Murphy, are you feeling quite alright? You're acting weird. I feel like I might be. Then again, I'm feeling a bit warm. I'm not sick though, I know that much. No, I seem to be very much in waffle mode right now. Where is this next crystal? I have no idea where this next crystal is actually meant to... Oh, never mind, there it is. And yes, I was not accidentally about to warp out. You didn't see anything there, not at all. Yeah. There we go. Speaking of silly stuff, by the way, I do realise that I have kind of fallen off on MechWarrior Online contents. It's like, I keep going on it and thinking, I need to do something new, and that's exactly the trap I've fallen into previously. At the same time, it's like, I kind of want to do something with the newer systems I noticed a few weeks back, but honestly, well, the video about the silver bullet was very on point, because the silver bullet's a great thing. Very nice. The mag shots, they're really small, really short range. The thing is, they are a ghost rifle that fires instantly. So yeah, that's kind of weird. Are you? You are a lens, yes. So it's kind of weird. I feel like I need a mech with a lot of ballistics slots, but I don't really have many of those. So you know, it's kind of a bit of a weird situation. And then there's the tragedy, which is the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts. You know me, I like my guided weapons in MechWarrior Online. LRMs especially, yes. Remember, I was talking about trying to do like a series. Will it launch? You know, just for fun and bringing the joy of LRMs to everyone that wants it and everyone that definitely doesn't want it because they're the ones being shot at. But I've been struggling to try to figure out how I want to articulate or portray it, because I don't want to do it the way I've been doing the other MechWarrior Online content, but at the same time it's like, I need to show loadouts, I need to show footage, but I want to try and do more to it, but I keep tripping over the thought of like, what do I want to do with it? I just don't know. The concept's there, but I just don't know what to do. Anyway, yeah, Thunderbolts. They are a tragedy, I think. And that's why I've not done a video with them. What's wrong with them? Well, they're geared towards, like, it's odd. It's a weapon system that actively gets less weight efficient the higher you go. Actively. Literally, it penalises you. All the other missile systems in the entire game don't do that. Thunderbolts do. If you want to get the best weight value out of Thunderbolts, you want to have a bunch of small ones, not one big one. And even then, they are heavier per damage, so the damage to tonnage ratio is like worse than regular missile systems as well. So it's like, you trade a lot for their accuracy, because you know they basically hardly if ever miss, and the fact that they are really hard to. Why can't I? Okay, for some reason the cannon doesn't work, but these guys do. Yeah, so you trade everything for the missiles being a lot harder to intercept and being extremely likely to hit the target as long as it doesn't duck into cover. But then it's like, the weapon systems, because of the added weight, it becomes harder to justify dedicating a build around them. I don't know. I still think they're really weird. Anyway, yes, sorry. This is not meant to be a video about me complaining about other series. It's like, no. Maybe I am in a bit of an odd mood today. I also have no idea where this next crystal's even meant to be. So yeah, sorry for bending ears there. It's just, Oh, there it is. I was trying to point this thing at its own thing, but it turns out actually there's a crystal like right up there. So, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yay! That took longer than I want to admit. Gave me a bit of time to settle down a little bit there, I must admit. just chilling, exploring. And it's like I did almost abandon the search though, because I couldn't figure out what to do. What are you? Anyway, what are you? You are 3 miniature Death Stars? I'm not about to get shadow infected, am I? I don't think I am. There is a convenient little hole down there, though. So, I'm guessing I need to go this way. Ooh, you know me and spooky caves. Okay. Where are you leading me? You are leading me deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole. Ooh. As long as I don't have any size fluctuations, I should be fine. Eat me, drink me. Magical snacks. Yes. And no, I don't know why I started thinking about that. Oh, hello. A little rune puzzle. I just have to find the runes, I think. Oh, and power, and you are something destructible. Pounding. Okay, right. Honestly, I feel like this is more of an ancient puzzle than we've really had much of. So let's see what can be done. First off, let's try shooting the thing. Random ancient jar. Okay. Powered by solar particles and biomass. Ooh, and that's the rune I want, actually. Okay, never mind. It looks enticing, but maybe there's not that much to it. Oops, come on. There we go. There is... That needs repairing. I'm guessing these might release the repair seal. I just have to match them up properly. But to what? Got it. And I happen to have the one on the correct one as is. Okay, right, so it does tell you it's just further up. That's not too bad. I did not spend way too much time on this one. I am pleased to report. You are... okay. I'm kind of used to these things having their symbols right next to them, though, you know? So it's like... Oh, no, that's not quite the right one. There we go. Now you give unto me yon sacrificial single-use repair beam. Okay. No wonder these ancient mysteries are stayed ancient if this is the repair system. Ugh. And you've given me a way out. Is that all you've done? Apparently. Oh, wait, hang on. Various beams are converging. That sphere looks like it might... This isn't another prison break, is it? It might be. I do not know. Now, what's wrong with you? You are sealed. You just need your keys. I find that sphere kind of foreboding. Like I'm going to get attacked by something. I've just realised that the source of these beams you can blow up. Does that mean the beams are doing the containment thing, and so destroying them is going to cause problems? I am extremely skeptical that it will. But I don't have any other options. The last question mark is over there, apparently. Okay. And it turns out, yes, that is where the runes were hiding. I basically scoured this place several times over trying to find them, and it's like, nope. Guess what? They're in the laser beams, which is very obviously doing something important to the strange stone wall. And this one, since we know it's a secret, it is not a rune. So load you up. Da, 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 da. Right. Yep, ancient jar. Thank you. So the last one must be the other rune I need. Indeed it is. Right. Okay, that just needs getting this thing sorted. Another mystery of ancient times. Why go through all this trouble and make all these locks, and then, hey, by the way, the password is right here in front of you. You know, it's like having leaving your PC securely locked and then having a post-it note with the master password stuck to the monitor. So it's like, makes you wonder. And I don't feel like it's for. I don't feel like it's to make things easier for anyone that might come along later. But because this is obviously a single-time deal. Though that said, my fears that that is going to turn out to be an entity and try and kill me is unfounded, as it turns out. The beam just continues onwards to, I think, nowhere. Oh, it does have an endpoint. No, never mind. It just goes off into space. I'm sure that won't pose a navigational hazard to anyone. Anyway, let's move on. We are still trying to find our way around. We don't know where we are going, but that's 2 location challenges down, so that means that I think I need 1 more for... I think. Hang on, let me check. Challenges. Explorer, 2 highway zones, 3 location challenges. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I need 1 more. Rescue the shadow creatures. Nope. Objective clone carrier. Apparently arriving at Boreas, I didn't actually do anything with it. Oh wait, no, that's a landing site, not a local objective, sorry. But that is a garage, I could go and change my ship's parts if I wanted to. But I'm going to continue. Still though, 100% is both the locations I've been to this time around, so guess I'm just taking my time this episode, aren't I? I need to get some high-risk stones. Fine, I'll drop in, see if I can get some parts. Parts? Signals, decoders. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know, I'm kind of curious. What happens if I smack her base with an arc shot? I don't think I've ever done that before. Ooh!
If there were no containers to loot, the DMZ would be boring as hell.
Adam has a point. But that was definitely a worthy arc shot, I think. Actually, no, I just thought, why are these guys out here anyway? I mean, these guys, these are the ice guys from, oh, what's this name? Yeah, these are the ice guys from Drake. What are they doing out here?
That's the last of them.
There will always be more.
Kind of weird. So that's it. Ship piece. Giving us Mercury 2s for a Vanguard. Well, let's be fair. Most of the parts I get are going to be for ships I don't use because I've basically got all the parts for the ships I'm flying regularly. So yeah. So though, This base did not like being shot at with a BFG. Well worth noting. Oh, hi. Sorry, you're dead. It's been a while since I've killed a base. And that base went down amazingly quick. Also, apparently there is... Ooh, sustained coil gun. More loot to be had.
I'm running out of options here. Is this any good, Kala?
Unfortunately, no. You must keep looking.
It's not going to turn out to be the last place, is it? Anyway, location challenge is find the hidden stash. Oh, hi. Yeah, I thought that would get your attention. Okay. Donezo. So, find the hidden stash. It can't be that, though. That's too easy. But there is a vent here. So I'm guessing it has something to do with this? Gotta say, though, I think I have come up with the title for this particular episode, though. Cruising with no sense of urgency. Though I feel like that's too long. I might have to cut that down. But it's like, yeah, sure there's a thing going on, but it's like, I really am moving and acting like there's no sense of urgency at all. You know? Kind of weird. Anyway, I've said I'm feeling kind of weird today. It's just like, I am doing the things. Oh. Wait, what is a gas tank? What? Why am I being given gas tanks? Well, find the hidden stash is probably one I can do fairly easily because I'm also running a bit short of time as well, and I'm getting hungry. I want food. I want food. Maybe that's why I'm feeling weird. I've not eaten yet today. I am Mark 3 is not I am Mark 3 if you're hungry. Well, gotta remember that there is that old saying. Any civilization is 3 missed meals away from anarchy. Kind of shows how important it is. I also kind of forget. There is also the thing about like you can survive. I think it's like no. You can survive. You can survive reasonably 7 days without food, but 3 days without water. I feel like it's that way around, or is it the other way around? I don't know. This is something I've not really thought of or come across in a long, long time. So it's just like, you know, is that the way it is? I don't quite remember. Yep, I don't even have to bother going in. Don't want you. You're standard. Don't want you. Go away. More enemies. Also, it's power core sorted, not something I need gas for. I don't think. Wait, have I got the fire guys here? No, those are still the frost guys. So why have I got fire mines? I do not know. That's interesting. Yeah. As I was going to freeze up. This is a system of extremes, isn't it? Okay, so I found a middle section of the wreck, or a piece of the wreck. I feel like this is like one big colonial ship smashed into a gigantic ice field, and it's like, this is what's going on. But apparently this is like a cold core, but it has multiple power cores locked in around it. And as you can see, yeah, just being close to it is giving me frost buildup. Very unpleasant. More concerning though, the fact that I've still got that gas system that I don't know what to do with. Yeah, like he's having. I've got that gas canister I don't know what to do with, and while I know about one power core socket, I've got 3 power cores, so what do I need the other 2 for? Oh, good. At least you don't drop things you're holding when you freeze over. Right, let's get out of here and do this first one. Probably not going to be the hidden stash, though. It turned out to be a case of speaking too soon. Because the first power core opened a hatch which revealed the other 2 power core sockets. Also, I think I would like to reiterate something I remember saying in the last 5 episodes or so, I think it was. The freeze effect is downright annoying. Just it keeps removing agency from the player. Even for a few seconds, but that's enough for your ship to spiral out of control. Scattergun. Engine core. Oh, see? I keep getting disabled. Just from proximity, these massive cold fields are actually... I don't like them at all. If there's something I could do to resist them, that'd be one thing, but I can't. It's just like, guess what? You're going to be locked up for now and drift and turn helplessly. Not good. Oops. And yeah, I could have shot those missiles down. Those aren't really so bad, but it's like, yeah. Bad status effect. Bad. There we go. Anyway. Location complete. We have got ourselves another check mark on the thing. All we need to do is the high-risk areas, but we've not found anywhere. Well, we've not found any. Let's be honest. Okay, so we're doing a good job exploring, though. That's in the flare zone with the shadow creatures. We have completed. This episode 3. Well, no, hang on. There's still 2 more secret stashes to be found here. Not quite sure where to look though. But I'm not deliberately shooting for 100%, I will say that now. So, let's go out and get ourselves to another spot. We do need to find a way back to base to help our friends for their urgent defensive needs. Yes. I'm not taking my time in sightseeing at all. Okay, maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. The episode's probably going to end pretty soon though. Must admit to that. I want food. Oh, I was not expecting a memory. Jumping out into space? Adam, why? Oh. Explosion is a good reason to jump out into space. Is this back in the war? And there's, I'm guessing there's a fellow clones drifting all around me. Ah, some trauma, it seems. Definitely not a fun memory. Question is, where are these flashbacks coming from? But then again, I have got like a fragmented psyche integrated into me.
Another vision. Patch me through to the dock.
Give me news.
Hey, Delia. I need to consult with you on a medical matter. I've been experiencing flashbacks lately. They're becoming more intense. I had them before, but ever since I teamed up with Dax and things got put into motion, they've been getting worse. Like they're catching up with me.
Possibly triggered by stress. I'm not sure what I could prescribe. Hang in there, Adam. It's your strength that's carrying us all right now. I'm sorry I can't be of more help, but this sounds to me like an inner conflict, which only you can resolve. Meds won't help. Will you at least keep me updated if it happens again?
Yeah. Thanks, Doc. I've got a good feeling about this location. Tingling in my bones.
Don't say that.
How does it look to you, Kala?
Bad.
Yes, Kliko, there is a rip, but it doesn't work like that yet.
Wait, what?
Just what I need. What's the problem? I came across these ancient structures before. After defeating the wardens that were guarding them, a portal would open and transport me somewhere else. Maybe that's the broken rip.
That would be a level assumption, and one to explore. Although you know I disapprove greatly of this experimentation.
Well, tough. Let's see if I can summon an ancient warden and make something happen. Time is running out.
This might be it, actually. I think we're about to get dumped into another run. As a flashback, though, to people who may not be aware or remember, this game is straight and storylism. It's cohesive, but Everspace 1? Everspace? Free Space? What are we? Everspace. Of all the times to let slip on that. Everspace 1, that was, if you remember, a roguelike with procedural generation for each sector, and that's because, story-wise, every clone got all these memories in their heads from previous incarnations, because, you know, the Eternus offsite backup that Hive disconnected us from when we got him back on our ship way back near the start of this this game's campaign. The thing is, it would be loaded in, but it would not be assimilated properly. And so everything would be randomized because the clones each time, in each playthrough of Everspace 1, would be remembering events in a different sequence. The memories would come jumbled in a different order. So it was not a seamless transfer of consciousness and memory. Continuity was not properly preserved. So these flashbacks Adam's getting, maybe stress is contributing to cause them, but the fact is he has got a jumbled and battered and broken psyche behind his connections and his strength and his his self he's building now compared to what has come before. This new self is laid on a very shaky foundation which is full of fractures and cracks. So I say this because of the flashbacks. Random memories, jumbled, unsorted. Yeah, he would have them in massive abundance. And there's no telling what hasn't been assimilated or recognized yet by his brain. So that's probably where the flashbacks are coming from. This damaged mental state. But why they're happening more? I guess, yeah, the increasing stress of the situation would potentially be a cause. Anyway, that said, though, this looks like it might be our attempt to get out of here, but it's also going to be opening another run, I guess, into one of those endgame pocket zones. Don't get me wrong, we are well equipped for it, but it's like I don't have time for that today, I'm afraid. This is the end of the episode. Yes, I am sorry for the rambly, somewhat, well, you know what, it fits. The rambling, somewhat fractured nature of this episode, fitting of what we know of Adam's mental state. I am leaning entirely into my personification of Adam. Yes, it is not me that feels like I'm cracking a bit. Oh, no. I'm totally saying yes. You're the insane one. Yes. No. But yes, this has been Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show and my random burbling this time out. It happens. My apologies. But there we go. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps that channel, gives you those virtual head pats I oh so crave. And I'll catch you all some other time for some more Everspace 2. Maybe some Captain of Industry. Because I think I just need to settle down and just do that, because I've not really nailed down what I want to do. But next time in Everspace, though, I think we'll be, rather than searching for an elusive secret zone, we're going to be trying to do Adam's Run, open the ancient structure, and see if that'll punt us back to somewhere useful. But yeah, with that we are done. See you all later.